Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be checking out a bootleg version of Windows. That's right, we're going to be checking out Mojang Windows 95. So let's get started. We're going to be creating a typical virtual machine, and we're going to be sending it to Windows 95 since, as the name suggests, it's probably based off of Windows 95. Now, this project is probably not associated with Mojang, and yeah, it's probably not. Anyways, we're going to be giving the virtual machine 128 megabytes of RAM, and we're going to be putting in our Mojang ISO file, our quote-unquote Mojang ISO file, that is. Now, yeah, the build is actually not a build, it's a bootleg, but we're going to be checking it out. Now, obviously, since this is Windows 95, we probably won't be able to boot off the disk. So we're going to be adding in a floppy disk. And what are we going to be putting in the floppy disk? Well, we're going to be putting in our Windows 98 boot disk. So, let's boot up the virtual machine and get to fdisk. Booting up the virtual machine, we don't have to change the date since this is a bootleg. Now we can start the computer with CD-ROM support, which is important because we need to be able to boot off of the CD, or at least access the CD, so we can get the files and boot off of the CD. Anyways, we're going to be running fdisk. Not going to be enabling large disk support, and we're going to be creating our primary DOS partition. We are now going to push escape and restart the computer, with the floppy disk still in, so we can format the C drive. Now we should be booting in. Here we are. Drive E is the CD. So we're going to start by formatting the C drive. And yeah. Now that we've formatted the C drive, we're going to go over to the E drive and run dir/w and run, well, install.txt. Really read install.txt. So I don't really know. We're also going to now see if the disk is bootable. The disk might be bootable, so we might have just wasted a lot of time. Well, it looks like this disk is kind of not really bootable. Anyways, if we press escape and we boot off the CD drive, let's see what happened. We didn't really get to boot off the CD drive. Great. Anyways, let's press escape once more and get back to this boot menu. If we go to the CD-ROM drive, let's see if we can boot off of it. Well, there was something, and it looks like we've got Windows 95. So, I mean, I don't know which CD driver we're going to be using, but I guess we're using this one. Drive D is our CD drive, which means that we already had this. If we go to dir/w, we can see that there is literally nothing. What about the D drive? I decided to run ghost.exe, which takes us to this. So we could have probably ran it from DOS. Anyways, this will probably restore the image. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and load the disk. That's exactly what we're going to be doing, and yeah, let's go ahead and start this. Yeah, sure, why not? Um, I don't really know how to use this, so we're going to load the disk again. So we're going to load from image, and we're going to be loading that one. Yes, and click OK. Click OK once again. And would you like to proceed? Yes, I will. And as you can see, now it is proceeding and it is going to do this. So I'll be back once it's done. Alright, so we have now completed this clone. So now we're going to be restarting the computer. Don't know what that does. I'm pretty sure that just restarts the computer. And yes, it's exactly what it does. And as you can see, we have a custom boot screen with the Mojang logo. It's a pretty strange boot screen. Logging in, we've got this horrendous theme with green and yellow, with green being the active title bar and yellow being the background. These buttons do look like Super Mario, kind of. And now it's going through the new hardware found wizard because there's different hardware in this, including unknown devices, direct memory access controller, and other things. Anyways, there's a lot of devices it has to install. And there's also this tasks thing, which I really don't know what that tasks thing is about. But it went away and sort of left this glitched UI thing, which looks kind of strange. Now, I don't know what on earth this is, but yeah. Anyways, I'll be back once something interesting happens. Now there's apparently two task windows, but I don't know what this is, like, at all. So, yeah. Apparently, there's also an update device wizard panel. So, well, that's interesting. We're just gonna click a cancel on that. However, this task thing is always on top. So, it's kind of hard to do that. Alright, so it's asking us to restart our computer. So, we're gonna do just that. And as you can see, the virtual machine is now. Oh, what was that? Uh, oh, it's just this. I guess we're gonna have to hard reset them. Or not. There we go, it restarted. Okay, anyways, now we should be booting back into Mojang Windows 95. And this boot screen, it's still. What is this boot screen? And, now we are booting back up. And as you can see, this wallpaper is super weird. And we have some more new hardware, which makes a weird sound for some reason. We're not going to be installing any of these PCIe controllers or anything since, well, I really don't want to install these right now. So, yeah, we're just not going to install them. And we're not really going to restart either because, yeah, we don't really have the networking disks. And now, finally, we are logged in. So, as you can see, we have a bunch of different things. And also, we got this pop up disk defragmenter. We're going to reschedule that, I guess. And we got a bunch of other things. We have a lot of stuff opening up, and it's just crazy. Anyways, we got Microsoft Internet Explorer 4.0 with this active desktop. Apparently, we've got these Tor things. And right here, we've got a very low color mode picture of the Minecraft wallpaper. Yes, this is a Minecraft wallpaper, and it is really, really just lagging. Very low color, as you can see right here. Steve's face does not look like that. And there are a bunch of other things. Now, we do have some of the normal wallpapers, but we also have wallpaper, which is just active desktop, and wallpaper Minecraft Buzzy Bees 1920 by 1080, which there's an entire HD wallpaper in here, which is kind of cursed. So yeah, um, yeah. Anyways, we're going to try checking the color palette. Yeah, seeing this in 16 colors is just crazy. We can't even change the graphics resolution. So I guess we're gonna have to deal with the 16 color wallpaper. As we can see here, we can see my computer is trying to be an icon, except it can't really load the icon. Now, right here, it says Microsoft Plus for Windows 95. However, right here, it says Mojang Windows 95. So that's kind of weird. It also says we have a Pentium Pro though, so yeah, pretty strange. If we get out of that, we can see that the network neighborhood is the Minecraft bookshelf icon. So that's kind of strange. You can see it's even taking place in File Explorer or or the network neighborhood. It's also in title bars. So yeah, it's really nice that it's in title bar. Anyways, attempting to close this is a bit strange because there are two of them now for some strange reason. And great, we have accidentally full screened it. This isn't really easy. Anyways, opening up other things, the recycle bin is actually a cauldron, and well, it's a recycle bin. And if we go into the start menu, we can see that programs we have WinZip installed by default, which is pretty strange. We also have AOL Network Free, AT&T, CompuServe, and more CompuServe stuff. We also got games, the normal games, including Minesweeper, and we've also got Space Cadet Pinball, which is everyone's favorite game from Windows XP. Yeah, Space Cadet Pinball is for some reason here, and you can play the game. So, yeah. Except you kind of can't play the game because this gigantic yellow thing pops up until the game finally loads. And, well, here it is. If we try starting a brand new game, well, we can't. We can try starting one, however, it doesn't really work, as the program will just not work at all. So, let's just skip Space Cadet Pinball. It's a shame that Space Cadet Pinball doesn't work, but we really didn't have a choice. We also got this random imaging tool, which is used for, well, images, I'm assuming. I'm assuming the images program will allow you to view images, because that's exactly what it sounds like. But other than that, there's not really that much to this thing. If we open up WinVer, we can see that WinVer just still says Windows 95. So, well, there's not really that many changes made to this operating system. And that's basically going to be the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.